Hey, what's going on? This is the Unpopular Counselor. I appreciate you for being here. Today is Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. Why is today important? Well, just like each day where the sun rises and the grace that we are able to receive from the daylight provided by default. An example is this video. To continue on from my video yesterday, I want to go into further details about using software and technology to further physical quality of your life. An example of that is artificial intelligence. Why does that matter? So I'm going to explain artificial intelligence really easy for you, hopefully in less than a few minutes. So let's get to that. When it comes to artificial intelligence, what's important to understand is that there is collaboration happening between both software and technology simultaneously. Internet is a good example on that, because if you don't have one, let's say the software, then the technology doesn't have anything to operate off of. Just like the phone or a computer, any digital device has an operating system. Why is that important? Well, in a sense, that is the brain that helps the technology operate in a way where a digital device is able to show maybe what we wouldn't have expected if the programming behind it wasn't happening. Like I said, it's the collaboration that is important. Just like ourselves, it is the collaboration in the way in which we work and conduct ourselves. Something that a lot of people don't talk about is the importance of how do you maintain your composure, and within that is the ability to compartmentalize. Just like the way in which we use software and technology, the way that we maintain our composure, and through that form of compartmentalization, it is essential to acknowledge what we are doing with any form of digital devices. Whether that is your phone, a tablet, a laptop, a PC, which stands for personal computer, whichever one in which you use, what's important to understand is that you can wield a wide variety of options towards the entertainment that you seek. But the question to ask yourself is, how is that to what you are seeking on the internet furthering the physical quality of your life? What does that look like for you? So when it comes to artificial intelligence, what's important to understand is if you treat it with respect as you would with the way that you use the internet, what you're going to realize is the feedback received from artificial intelligence is to be more beneficial to your life than toxic. I say toxic as a variable that can influence any collaboration, any relationship, friendship, bond, any form of business in which you would like to do with others, which is important for us to be mindful of how we would like to conduct business with ourselves. When we have that in mind and we think about artificial intelligence, what we're further able to understand is that just like the internet, there's a wide range of options to how we can use the internet. What's important with artificial intelligence is the notion of it being what's called a large language model. An example of that is, this is not for trademark purposes, but it's the notion of Grammarly. Grammarly is a writing assistant. What's important about that when you think of large language models is the notion of, let's say you write a paragraph, or even what I have here on the board, it may not entirely think this is a sentence, so it may say it's a fragment, which means it's not a complete sentence. And the whole point of where I'm getting it here with large language models is the perception of multiple silos that Grammarly, which is artificial-based software, how you're able to see your spelling being checked, your grammar, if it's a fragment sentence, the sequence and the way in which you write out whatever it is that you're writing, and more things in which it is reviewing for information. And then ultimately it provides feedback that lets the person such as myself, as that is something I use and I do recommend if anyone was interested in learning more about how to write for themselves online. It's the notion of, for all these silos that artificial intelligence is simultaneously scanning for any form of feedback that they can provide, which you don't technically have to accept. Rather, you can deny, or you can also report a correction if it is completely false. Why is this important? Well, it's the notion to acknowledge the use in which you can provide others on the way in which you use artificial intelligence yourself. So I know this video went on a little bit longer than expected, but it's the notion of why life is worth an honest effort. And the best way to show how it is an honest effort is the way in which we use software and technology. So may you always use it for moral and ethical purposes, as that is how you are going to continue to set yourself up for success if you haven't done so already. So I appreciate you for being here. I'll catch you in the next one.